Paul, Tyson, Pedro, Kris, Terzievski, what brings you down here to the press conference today?
Mate, supporting both of them. Obviously, I fought Terzievski in the Australian title and Australasian title. Hadn't been done over 100 years, so we fought for that. Had a great fight. He obviously got the victory, so he's the current Australian champion. And Tyson Pedro had done a lot of rounds with him over the years when I was involved in boxing, and just here to support them both, and hopefully it's a great show.
Crossover athlete yourself, what advice, if any, would you give to Tyson? Obviously, he's a combat sports athlete, so it's a bit different, but any advice that you could give him?
It's a bit hard to give Tyson Pedro advice. He's very experienced. It's his first pro fight, which it is, but he's very experienced. I mean, he's had an amateur career, obviously very experienced in UFC, so done a hell of a lot of boxing and thrown a lot of punches over the years, so can't really give him any advice, but I think for him to win this fight, I think he's probably going to knock Terzievski out. Kris he's a really slick boxer. He's a very, very good boxer. Very slick, very skillful. I don't know if Terzievski will be able to hurt Pedro. I don't think he'll be able to be honest, but I think without doubt Pedro can hurt him, and for him to get the win, he's probably going to have to knock him out.
You're surprised that Tyson would take on an experienced boxer like Terzievski in his first fight, because he is a slick boxer.
Yeah, maybe a little bit surprised. Obviously, I don't think anyone would question him or be too into him if he did have one or two fights that he's supposed to win. That's just the way boxing is these days, really, isn't it? I mean, some guys have 15, 20 fights before they meet anyone sort of any real substance. So no one would have blamed him if he had one or two fights, but to his credit, he doesn't want to do that. He wants to jump straight in the deep end and try and win titles straight away. And he's probably at the age now, as you said, he's in his prime, so why waste the years? If not now, then when? So I do understand his attitude there, and well done to him. He's taking on a big fish to start with, and hopefully he gets a win.
About the turnout today, massive turnout. What do you make a stand jumping into the boxing game?
Oh, look, all the better. It's better for everyone. I mean, the more people involved, the more money going around, I suppose, the place, and the more shows there can be for Australian boxing and for people involved in the sport. So I think it's only a blessing, to be honest.
What about yourself, mate? Are you done, or will we see you back in there at some point? The money's good.
The money's got to be very good. Yeah. No, look, I retired in 2022, and I don't think I've set foot in a boxing ring since my last fight, actually. So. Yeah, look, I never say never, but it costs a lot of money.
How do you look back on your career, though? You must be pretty proud of what you did achieve in the ring.
Yeah, look, I love boxing, love the sport ever since I've been a kid, but I've got to be honest, I know Greeny described me up there as a professional fighter, and look, I did do that, but at heart, I'm a footy player. Football's my sport, rugby league's my sport, that's a sport I love. I love boxing while I was involved, but look, I had a great time in boxing, don't get me wrong. I had a brilliant time and challenged myself, and every fight was a challenge, but I'm a rugby league player, and I'm blessed to have been able to do the sport, and thank you everyone who's involved in the sport who helped me along the way. So I feel blessed that I've done it, but I think I'm a rugby league player at heart.
Did you see the fight on the weekend, Tszyu, Sebastian Fundora?
Yeah, mate, what a fight, what a war, a split decision. Tim, look, I think people were underestimating what a bigger leap and big jump it was from Tim to go from a 5'10", 5'11" orthodox fighter you're preparing for 3 months on 10, 12 days notice, to jump with a 6'5" southpaw, even to jump in with a southpaw. I could never get the southpaw thing. Terzievski's a southpaw, so I didn't get that. It is so different, and I think if you give Tim a proper preparation to preparing for a southpaw, I think he gets the job done. I really think he does. Look, saw the first 2 rounds how dominant he was. So I think if he has a proper preparation, he will win the fight. But to jump in on 12 days' notice, it goes to show what an absolute beast he is. But unfortunately, never got the result. But he'll be back, and I think he'll beat him next time.
Legend. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you.